I have a very interesting story for you. A couple weeks ago, I glanced out the window and I saw this. Now, to most people, this might just seem like a weird-looking snowman, but in reality, it's much more.
A snow pillar.
Let me explain. This is a snow pillar. Not a snowman, but rather a member of the snow thing family. These guys are alive. So what is a snow pillar? It's complicated, but here's how they work. Snow pillars are alive through their eyes, two rocks with greenish streaks that live underground. During their off-season, these rocks attract any stray seeds in the area. Then, the energy that these rocks give off will grow some of these seeds into root crops and preserve them until winter. Finally, once there's enough snow, the eyes of the snow pillar will pop up out of the ground, bringing all the crops and extra seeds along with them, and forming a tower of snow. Then the snow pillar will wait and feed all the hungry animals that come to visit. If one crop is taken, a spare replaces it, so these guys can stick around for a while before they run out of food. Anyway, I know it's weird, but hopefully that all made sense, and hopefully now you can see why I was so excited to see one right in the backyard. Like what? Look at this guy. It looks like a bunch of the animals have already come. You can see they've started taking some of the seeds. I've never seen one of these guys in real life. I'm kind of thinking I use this as an opportunity to see what animals actually come to our backyard. It was here that I decided I was going to take this opportunity to start an experiment. For as long as the snow pillar was in the yard, I was going to keep watch of all the different animals that came to visit him and also try and capture them all on camera. I hadn't really tried documenting any of the wildlife in our backyard before, and now I had a very unique opportunity. They say that when a snow pillar appears in one place, it's there for a reason. I'm hoping that that reason doesn't have anything to do with the fact that I haven't been doing as great a job keeping an eye on our bird feeders. So hopefully he's not my replacement, but only thing is, I'm probably going to need to find a way to monitor him at nighttime. That's when we get some of the interesting animals. I need to find a way to get a camera out here. Okay, I'm gonna figure out my plan. Cut to me figuring out my plan. I have literally set up the ugliest camera setup that I've ever set up. So as you can see, we have this little security camera here that is pointed right at, I actually don't have a name for him. Anyway, it is pointed right at the pillar, so it's set to only record at nighttime. This camera will give me a 24/7 live stream that goes right to my phone and also records videos when it detects motion. But you will also notice I have taped some paper plates on here to keep the snow and if we have any rain or anything like that off of the camera. And then as you can see, I have used a chair as the primary stand for the entire setup. So yeah, this is kind of terrible looking, but you know, it should do the trick. Now that that's all set up and I can make sure I don't miss anything at nighttime, I think I'm going to come out here and I might even set up my camera right next to the pillar to see if we can get any birds on camera or anything else like that. So I have a camera set up right here, pointed right at the pillar. Since I'm only expecting birds for now, I have it angled right at the top of his head where all the seeds are because I doubt the birds are going to be interested in any of the carrots. Once I had all the cameras set up, I decided I might as well sit outside along with them and just watch. All right, I am in position. There are birds in the trees. It's starting to get a little bit dark, but I'm probably going to give it about an hour and we'll just see what happens. I sat there for an hour and there was absolutely nothing. Literally the only thing that happened that day was this. That does not count as anything. We'll be back tomorrow. But you never know what could happen tonight. So I called it good for the day and I went to bed. I knew that in the morning I could check the camera to see if anything had come overnight. So, it is a brand new day. I'm a little bit nervous because it's a little bit rainy outside, but here we go. We're gonna check and see how he's doing. Oh, what in the world? He looks almost the exact same. Oh, wait. Wait. Look at that. One of the carrots has been bitten off. So that means we probably got something on camera. And indeed, we did. Bunnies. We had bunnies. Just like that, we had our first proper visitors to the snow pillar. They mostly just ate the seed around the pillar, but they did bite at the carrots just a little. Then in the morning, we had our second guests, a couple of red squirrels. I knew these guys would show up sooner or later, and I knew they would be all over the pillar. In fact, there's a squirrel on top of the pillar. I'm recording it right now. I was literally just finishing looking through the footage. We are back outside on day 2 of the snow pillar's existence. First thing I'm observing is that it's raining. You probably can't really tell on camera, but it's like there's a light drizzle in the air, and a decent amount of snow is melting, which is making me a little bit worried for our guy over here. If the rain does get bad, I might have an idea. Anyway, as you can see, I have gone with my duct tape and plate setup with the main camera today. But basically today, it's gonna be the same as yesterday. And taking a look at the actual pillar here, he definitely had some action last night. I mean, you saw the bunnies were going after the carrots, and he seems to have also replenished some seed here. But buddy, I am hoping you get some more action today. So I sat down on day 2 to wait and see what would show up. Also, because it is raining and there is melting snow falling out of the trees everywhere, I have brought an umbrella. I may be able to position it in this tree. All right. I think that should be secure, but don't be surprised if that falls on me. Just like that. That's embarrassing. I thought that surely, after the action we had had overnight, more animals would show up in the daytime. But unfortunately, this is all we really had. Oh, the potato just fell out of the back of the snow pillar. No, umbrella. Well, umbrella, seeing as you're done in the tree, I think I actually do have another plan. I don't want to interfere too much with the snow pillar. However, today is literally the only day that it's supposed to rain and melt. And since I've got this umbrella, I think I'm gonna figure out a way to set up a little bit of protection for him just for the day. So I know this is kind of ugly, but we clearly have a theme going here. So, you know, we're just gonna go with it. This is literally just for today, but hopefully it's enough to keep him safe. So already the day hadn't really been what I'd wanted it to be, but then we were hit with our first big challenge. The weather was getting a lot worse. I'm gonna go check on the snow pillar. I am really hoping that he's doing okay. Things are definitely still melting a little bit, but the good news is there is no more rain in the forecast for the day. And at 4 in the morning, it's supposed to start snowing again, and it'll be back down to 20 degrees. So as long as he's still okay right now, and as long as he can make it through the night, we're good. But now we go check on him. Okay, he's good. Oh, he's good. Oh, he's fine. Look at him. I think he even put out some new seed. And yeah. Look at that. You can see this carrot fell out and a new one popped up in its place. It seems like he's going to be all set for the night, so I might leave the umbrella just for tonight, just in case, because I would rather make sure he's protected until morning as much as possible. So I went to bed that night, hoping and praying that the pillar would be okay, and still be there in the morning. Are you excited to go check and see if the pillar's okay? Hey, leave her alone, hey. Oh no, I did just see something. Oh no, the umbrella's knocked over. Oh, that makes me a little bit nervous. All he had to do was make it through last night. It's literally snowy and cold again outside, and it's supposed to be for like the next 2 weeks. He just has to be standing. That's all I need to see when I turn this corner. Oh, he's completely fine. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness, he is completely fine. Oh, hey, look at that. There's a Junko out there. Yeah, I'm happy too. Somehow the little guy made it, and the rabbits even came back overnight to visit him too. Of course, the squirrels also got an early start. But now the winter weather was back, and the animals were hungry. Oh! All the birds are already here. I need to hurry up. There he is. All right, let's get that umbrella out of here and set up, because I think I actually have a little bit of a different idea for today. I decided to change my position that day too, and before I could even sit down, it became pretty clear we were in business. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's happening. Oh my goodness, people, it's happening. What is that, 5 in a row? That's what I wanted. That's what I've been wanting. It's happening. It's actually happening. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to get in position here. The cold weather was attracting so many new visitors to the pillar. There were nuthatches, a lot more chickadees, and just a few titmice. We obviously also had the usual squirrels and even a couple blue jays too. I kept seeing cardinals up in the trees, but none of them would fly down to the pillar like I'd seen them do earlier from inside. So at that point, I decided to start using a little clicker that allowed me to remotely stop and start my camera from anywhere that I wanted. I even started using it from inside the house while my camera was still outside. And it took a little bit, but finally, we got one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What? You're kidding. You're kidding. Wait, hang on. I look out the window and there's turkeys at the pillar. What in the world? This little guy has got the whole neighborhood coming to him. After the turkeys, I decided to call it good for the day because that just seemed like a good note to end on. But I could tell the pillar was ready for action now. All right, it is a brand new day. It is also 14 degrees outside, which means the pillar is probably fine. Oh, look at that. He's missing a full carrot. After checking the nighttime camera, I found the usual crowd. Lots of bunnies. These guys are so funny to me because sometimes they'll just hear or see something that isn't even there and then take off running for no reason. Then, in the morning, a new visitor came to the pillar. We had a mourning dove. Later on, a lot more of these guys would show up, but he seemed to be the, pioneer. He was really enjoying the pillar, up until a red squirrel came back and, well, either way, it was the start of a new, much colder day, and I was ready.
Holy cow. How you doing, pal? Oh, you're doing great. Look at this. This carrot, there's only a stump of a carrot left on the side there.
It took a few minutes, and I also had some camera trouble, so that explains why some of the footage you're about to see is not perfect. But soon enough, the show started right back up again. I realized here that the chickadees and nuthatches would be the regular visitors to the pillar. There was also so many of them in the area every single day. The juncos were definitely runner-ups. They wouldn't come to the pillar as frequently, but when they did, they'd stay for a lot longer periods of time.
For the most part, the birds are not scared of me. But there are certain ones that will not come to the pillar if I am sitting anywhere close to it. Chickadees and nuthatches, they do not care. They don't care if I'm there or not. But cardinals and the mourning doves, even the juncos, they will not come to the pillar if I'm even out here. We've hardly had any titmice or woodpeckers land on the pillar at all.
And sure enough, as soon as I went back inside, not only did the juncos show up, along with the cardinals, we also got a red-bellied woodpecker. It was really cool to me that this guy showed up right after I said hardly any woodpeckers were coming to the pillar, and it kind of just reminded me that you really can't be too sure of anything when it comes to nature. However, I did feel like I was missing out a little bit by sitting inside. I'd already done it the day before to get the cardinals to come, and now that I'd done it again, it kind of just felt off. But now that the animals were starting to subvert my expectations a little, I was kind of wondering if sitting inside to get them to show up was even really necessary anymore. After that, we had even more visitors. The mourning doves from earlier in the day decided to come back, and I guess that inspired both the woodpecker and the blue jays to join in too. I hadn't seen too many blue jays on the pillar just yet, and pretty soon I found out why. This guy here wanted the pillar all to himself. The only problem with that was that the blue jays also wanted it all to themselves. It looked like they were finally going to get along, and then our woodpecker friend decided to come back and ruin the peace. Eventually, though, it seemed like they came to some sort of an agreement, and they all had peace. For now. Figgy? Hey, Figgy. Oh, you're dropping stuff. Do you have anything to say? No? Okay, that's it. That's all you need? Day 4 quickly proved to be a very good day for the pillar. The animals were comfortable with him, and the weather was also much better. But it was also then that I made a decision. I was no longer going to sit inside and start my camera from there. I wanted to be fully involved with what was going on in the backyard. I'd only really been going inside because I thought that some of the animals were just too scared to land on the pillar while I was out there. But then I figured, if the animals can warm up to the pillar, surely they can warm up to me too.
Checking on the pillar. Honestly, he looks the exact same as he did yesterday. Did we have no visitors last night? What happened, dude?
Nope, we still had visitors, but it was just a ton of bunnies. Like, a lot this time. Then, by morning, everyone was back to their usual routine, including me. At this point, everything had fallen into place, and I just knew we'd found our groove. When I had first started this whole experiment, I was so worried about making sure I captured every single animal on camera and also keeping a list of what ones visited. I was even willing to remove myself from the equation if it meant getting more footage. But now I'd finally realized that this wasn't all about documentation. It was also about the experience and just taking a break to observe and soak it all in. And I got to be right in the middle of it. Day 10 started out just like usual. I'd been going out in the backyard every single day to record and watch the animals and sit next to the pillar, and it had honestly been so good for me to just sit and be in the moment. I think the animals were also really enjoying it too. The point is, it was just another normal day with the pillar. Until...
What is that? Oh my goodness, I'm seeing a bird I've never seen before. Oh my goodness, dude, I'm freaking out right now. I'm gonna turn the camera, it might fly away. Is that a pine grosbeak? I think it's a pine grosbeak. Well, hello there. I have never seen you, ever. I cannot believe this. Look at that bird. That's a brand new bird to me, folks. That is pretty darn cool. And hey, if I hadn't have been out here doing what I'm doing, I would never have seen it. Oh, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you guys either.
Let me give you just a quick frame of reference why that was so exciting to me. First of all, I've never seen that bird before in my life. Second of all, I am a huge bird nerd, and that's okay. But third of all, the past couple days I've been coming out here and doing the same thing, and it has been awesome. I have felt so connected with this backyard, but also just so at peace and connected with God. This is his creation, right? So coming out here and just being in the moment and enjoying it is something I thought I had always done, but I feel like I've kind of been doing it on another level because of this pillar. Like, I feel like I'm not just sitting outside and thinking. Like, I'm sitting outside and putting all of my focus just on the moment. So anyway, I've been doing this every day. It's been awesome. I've been loving it. But it's kind of been the same the past couple days. And, you know, for the sake of the video, I wanted to get another animal on camera that I had not seen yet. So I prayed this morning that God would make something happen, and that happened. This is so cool. I am so happy. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna look in this and confirm. I was right. Pine grosbeak. Look at that. What in the world? And look at, they're only up here, again, this is just according to this bird book, they're only up here in the winter. And it says, a very tame and approachable bird. Wow. I am so happy. It's kind of just been the same thing every day. I was like, I want something cool to happen that will reflect how awesome this has been. And it happened. And I am so happy. Right, Fig? Yeah, she does not care. I was so happy that day. Everything that had happened in the past 10 days just felt like it was all meant to be. And then seeing a bird I've never seen before was just the cherry on top. But then I got a text from Makara. She said, hey, work is canceled tomorrow because of the weather they're expecting. So sure enough, I checked the forecast and I'm met with this. The winter weather was about to be in full force up here in Michigan, and there wasn't much time to prepare. Okay, so I just checked the forecast for tomorrow, and it's going to be in the negative 20s. Michigan's cold, but like, that doesn't always happen. I'm a little bit worried about the birds. I mean, there's already so many of them out there right now, and they're all cold already. Like, what's gonna happen tomorrow? My initial thought is the pillar can only feed them so much, and I don't even know how much seed he has left. So I'm thinking I'm gonna fill the bird feeders properly for the first time in 10 days. If I fill the feeders, that means the pillar's probably not gonna get as much attention for the next few days. But I think it's what needs to be done. Because if it's gonna get that cold, I'm a lot more worried about making sure those guys have something to eat than I am about me getting footage. So I think it's time that me and the pillar properly team up. I am legitimately freezing. I mean, I've been coming outside in the cold winter weather for almost 2 weeks every single day. And this is the only day where my fingers and face have been numb within minutes. This is cold. But the good news is today, me and the pillar are both feeding the animals. It was really cool to see all the birds still coming, even in this freezing cold weather. We were having all the usual visitors too. But then, as I was sitting on the back deck watching the feeders, I noticed something that didn't seem right.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Guys, something is wrong. This chickadee, I was watching him in this tree. Oh, he's not okay. Oh, he's freezing, isn't he? Oh, buddy. He's gonna fall. He's gonna fall. I was literally worried about this happening. Come on, buddy. Snap out of it. What's wrong? Something is seriously wrong. Do you see him?
Yeah, can you stand on your chair underneath of it?
Yeah, good idea. Oh, wait. He's moving around a little bit.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Are you okay, buddy? He seems like maybe he's coming to. He landed on the branch and then he like leaned back and started falling here.
Well, let's still try to get him inside.
Just hold that one second.
He's moving around a lot more. If you try to go up to him, he might fly a little bit and warm himself up.
Wait a sec. Hang on.
What?
Is this like a thing that birds do? I feel like I read about that. Like they can temporarily like stop their
I have
system.
no idea. Do you still want to climb up there?
I don't want to touch him if he's okay. He seems fine now. I mean, look at all of the other ones are okay.
I don't know.
Look. Oh, he's flying now.
Oh,
He just flew to that branch.
okay.
I feel like I should look this up
Maybe, yeah.
because I think he's okay.
He looks okay to me.
He looks fine. Okay. I was literally sitting here and I was watching this chickadee in the tree and he he stopped moving all of a sudden and he leaned back and he started hanging from the branch upside down and like his beak was open and he wasn't moving. And I was like, something's wrong, but I mean, he seems okay now. I do think I read something one time about birds being able to do that to like reset their system or something. Could you really quick research that for me?
Yeah.
Just search chickadee frozen. Hey, buddy. Oh, there he goes. He's flying away. He's back to, look, there he goes. He's back to normal like nothing ever happened. What did I just witness? What does it say?
A chickadee hanging motionless and upside down in extreme cold is likely experiencing torpor,
That's what I read about.
a state of controlled hypothermia and suspended animation used to survive freezing. It says if they're in a tree, they're probably okay. Just let them be.
We were fully prepared to put him in this little bin with a warm towel and everything.
It's basically like he just passed out for a minute.
I had no idea that was a thing that they could do.
Yeah. I had no idea either.
Yeah.
So, it turns out that that little chickadee was not freezing to death. He was just going through a thing called torpor. Torpor? Torpor. Yeah, I'm saying that right. Torpor is a state in which some birds drastically slow down their metabolism, their heart rate, and even lower their body temperature to conserve energy when it's really cold outside. So the good news is he was perfectly fine, especially since he didn't fall out of the tree or anything like that. But upon further research, I learned that you're really not supposed to interfere with birds that are going through this, so it's probably a good thing we didn't reach up there and try and grab the poor little guy out of the tree. But I didn't know. I did not even know that this was a thing that birds did. And it really was just another reminder of how great of a learning experience this whole thing had been. We somehow pulled off another amazing day in the backyard, even though it was well into the negatives. I had a great time out here, and that's just been the case with pretty much every single day that I've been out here in the backyard doing this project. But I am starting to wonder if we're at the point where I don't need to consider it an experiment or a project anymore. Maybe I'm at the point where now it's just the experience. Alrighty, here we go. Hello backyard, and hello pillar, and hello birds. Well, it's day 12, and luckily not quite as cold as yesterday. It is still cold, and the birds are still hungry, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. This has been an amazing experience. It's been 12 amazing days of animals, weather, and just little special moments. I really feel like because of this pillar, I've learned two things. The first thing is I feel like I've learned a lot about the animals in my backyard. I guess that's technically not just one thing, but still, by just observing them, I've gotten used to how each one behaves and how they interact with each other and the weather, and I've also just learned a lot of stuff that I would never have known before. The second thing I learned is how to properly relax. I feel like when people go outside to relax, they normally just sit down and enjoy the peace and quiet and try to forget about all their problems and try not to think about all their problems, which is fine. But I feel like I've learned that if you want to properly relax and properly be in the moment, you need to sit down and quiet your mind and focus on just what's going on around you. Focus on just nature and the beauty of it, and be as fully in the moment as you can be. You have to soak it all in, is what I'm saying. And I feel like that's what I've done here. I really do. But obviously none of this is possible without God. Credit where it's due. Anyway, I have decided to call this project good and take a break from coming out here and recording everything, as fun as it is. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop observing it. I think coming out here and just watching all the animals has been an amazing thing for me, and I'm definitely going to try and do this more often and maybe even incorporate it into like my daily routine. Just an hour of sitting in the backyard and soaking it all in. I think this guy enjoyed it too. So yeah, this has been awesome. Keep on doing your thing. So, you may think that a story like this would end with the snow pillar melting or getting destroyed or magically disappearing, but he's still out there. Like right now, he's still right there. He's still feeding all the animals like usual, and I may not be filming him anymore, but our routine is still going strong, so I'm gonna let him stick around as long as he wants to. I do still obviously plan on filming the occasional bird or two, so he is welcome to stay. And the best part is, when he does eventually melt, he'll probably be back next year. So yeah, this has been the story of the snow pillar in my backyard. And the story's still going. And the story could happen to you too. Okay, I think I crushed that.